They don't even like it if you at fucking $5 million a year.
We got exactly.
These are women, Deshaun Watson, that he paid.
What's up, everybody? What's up? Welcome to another episode of the No Holds Barred Sports Show. I am Lowrider, one half of the Dead Presidents, 1/3 of the Los Lunatics.
Bam! And I am your 3-time Hall of Famer, King Mega. And below me, bam, is
The thing, your neighbor.
Trying to get my damn cigar lit. It don't want to act right. But anyway, what's up, Scott? Bounty Hunter cracked it all off. Followed up by the urban legends, Cowboy Willie Watts and Cold Cast. Brother passed away. He came, Chili Willie, ECW legend, came through and became Black Bart Billy Watts. And we followed up with the American Gangsters, Frank and Nikki, and we are in the place to be as we speak, brothers.
Yes, sir.
That's right. That's right. So what's up, gentlemen? How's it going?
Killing with this Yankees jersey.
Oh, here we go with the bullshit.
Saying nothing.
Gotta. Look like 69 right now. What? What?
Who's that?
Maybe he was saying 6'9". The rapper. The rap.
Oh, the rap. Come on, man. Don't ever disrespect me.
Yeah, 6'9".
What's going on?
Yicky, y'all. Picky, y'all. Yicky, y'all.
Yo, honestly, I've never heard one of that dude's songs. I could not, like, seeing him. I was like, yo, this.
You just heard. Yes, you did. You just heard one. Licky, y'all. Ticky, y'all.
You were just saying.
That's that dude. Listen, that's that dude rapping, screaming and hollering.
Yo, let me tell you that when they were saying that he was the king of New York, I was like, what is going on with hip hop, bro? Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. And you're collectively. Three ashy neighbors and that baby.
This dude, man.
Oh shit!
I took a DNA. The damn baby wasn't mine.
Nobody has word. 6'9". Shit.
But
Let's get the show started. A lot to talk about.
Oh yeah, definitely. But make sure y'all like and subscribe to us on Facebook and YouTube at the No Holds Barred Sports Show. Hit the bell, get notified when we are on. We're on every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Give or take a minute. and we normally will go until we are all done. So, sometimes it's an hour, sometimes it's 5 hours.
Oh shit.
but yeah, make sure y'all tell your peoples about us. Let's get into our drink taste test.
And I don't mind what the hell I'm drinking tonight. I will taste.
Get that.
And I don't mind what the hell I'm drinking tonight. And if you don't know, Lobos is LeBron James extra anejo, based on what that young man compared to my age did this weekend.
Championship tequila. You know what I'm saying?
MVP.
Goat
38 points in 23 minutes in one game. Sit out the whole fourth quarter. And won the inaugural in-season tournament. Yes. Anyway, yes, Lobos. Shout out to the king.
Shout out to the king.
There you
Hell
go.
the king.
And tonight, that is a 10.
10.
That is a 10 is tonight.
10.
Yeah, that was a 10.
I see you. Sometimes you got to change up a number here and there, you know, make something sound better than it is.
Here we go.
Here we go. Yo, look.
No. It must have just started. It wasn't choppy earlier. But the sad part is I am Google Fiber tonight. I switched over.
Oh,
but
Kenny, you remember? Do you know who Max Headroom is?
Oh my god!
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember Max said.
This dude.
All right.
Yo, Louis, you need to go on tour, man, for real. Oh my god.
I'm going with a little C4 Skittles and got some vodka in that cup. Nothing special, you know, but I'm wearing my headphones today, so everything sounds like it's super low, and I feel like I'm yelling and shit. So, but I'm a pull it up, drink a bit. Can't go wrong with some C4. Skittles is not my favorite, but you know, I'd say I'd still give it a 7.
7?
Yeah, I'd still give it like a 7 on that one.
Good.
But Boogaloo, man, I miss you too, man. You need to make an appearance sometime, man. You could have made an appearance today because Kati is not joining us.
Oh, yeah, because then he's gonna log off.
No, he's out.
He's out. He's like, all right, peace.
He's like, well, see ya. What you got?
I had this one in the reserve, so I haven't made a vitamin shop. I'm going tomorrow, but I think I had one of these like back in the day. Not back in the day, but a few months ago, but like Abe Energy.
Oh yeah, I remember you had that.
But I didn't have this flavor. This is fruit candy. It's 200 milligrams of caffeine and 200 milligrams of some shit. 100 milligrams of dynamine and 2,000 milligrams of citrulline and some B vitamins. So it probably ain't gonna taste all that great, but it's fruit candy. Let's do a sound check. Not bad. Yeah. Pause light.
That's that. Hold on.
It smells all right, but it smells very chemically. No, let's give it a shot. Fruit candy, Abe fruit candy.
Your face says a lot. That is not. That's like that. That almost reminds me of like bitter beer face.
It's not G Fuel. Let me start there. But it has all this shit in it. But it tastes like it has all this chemically shit plus fruit candy flavor. I give it a 5.5.
Damn.
It ain't G Fuel. Ain't nothing G.
I was at GNC the other day and they had so many damn G Fuels. I was like, Jesus Christ! Like who drinks this stuff that it's so popular? You know?
Right. My man Scotty, good point. I should. So the I can't give it lower than a 5 because y'all know what Abe stands for.
No.
Y'all remember?
No.
All black everything.
Can't see it.
Damn. I can't.
Okay.
It's on the can, but it's all black everything.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, let me see it now.
Yeah, so even if it was trash, you can't give it.
I can't. Yeah, right. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But it's just, I mean, also it has all the shit in it, so I didn't expect it to taste all that great anyway. Like caffeine, something called vitacholine, whatever the hell that is, dynamine, 2,000 milligrams of citrulline, B3 and B12. So it can't taste great with all that shit in it. But like I said, G Fuel, I throw shit right in the trash. This is actually like I could finish drinking this. It ain't great, but I'll finish drinking it.
That's always the. Hold on, we got whose internet? Oh, we definitely know it's got to be the
Luciano was.
Yeah, it's not.
It's a he.
No, that's my sister.
Yeah, that's a he.
That's my sister. How does she know? How did he know it wasn't his internet? Hey, sis, those guys are, of the Spanish. So them Lucianos and Woods, they have all them names. I know us down, us Southerners, we don't know what the hell some of them names if it's female, but that's a male, sis. It's actually a male.
Like Luciano, man, like Lucky Luciano.
Lucky Luciano.
Yeah, that.
Offended by what?
What she's offended for? What come a lot to offended?
I don't know. Maybe because it's all black everything.
Right, all black everything.
Wait. We'll find out.
We will find out.
She'll tell us. We can believe that.
For real.
But I don't know about y'all, man. I'm ready to jump right into that corner.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, because Kenny gonna take a nap in a few minutes.
Yeah, no doubt. Big fight now. I'll probably have one or two things to say, but you know how I do with y'all stuff. Big fight this weekend. We had Regis Prograis against Devin Haney. It was considered a big fight. It was considered a big fight, and it went. And sis, I do know him. Don't go off on him, sis. I do personally know him, sis. But it wasn't. It was not a. It was a big fight, but it wasn't a fight that lived up to the billing because it was so one-sided. Devin Haney beat the shit out of Regis Prograis. Just to sum it up, he was too fast. The whole take on the fight was power versus skill, and it was skill versus skill. I mean, nothing. I mean, he knocked him down once. He staggered Regis 2 or 3 times. Devin looks good at 140. Devin, but you could tell he was, he never got tired. His body, you could tell, carrying the extra 5 pounds and not having to drain, pull off 5 pounds of muscle was a big thing for him. And she gonna go with you. My sister gonna fight for her brother now. But anyway, so Devin beat the crap out of Regis, man. I mean, one thing I give Regis, because they had a big, going back and forth. You're a private school kid. You ain't from the streets, and I'm gonna F you up. I mean, he was going in, and at the end of the fight, after taking his ass whooping, he said he got right on the mic in the middle of the ring and was like, "Listen, I can't do nothing but give you props, man." He's like, "You way tougher and way a better fighter than I thought you was." He was like, "And hey, big ups to you, man." So, I mean, it ain't a whole lot to talk about it. I mean, I think the judges gave him all 12 rounds and one of them a 10-8 round because of the knockdown, and it was that bad. I mean, Regis could never was too slow. Footwork was too slow. He could never get his feet get in position to land the big punch. Every time Haney would get in and do his gimmick, and he'd be gone. And Tom Regis tried to throw a punch, he'd be swinging at the air. One time he almost fell. He swung so hard and hit nothing but the air. He almost failed. Devin looked good, man. They talking. Devin actually talking out going up to 147 and fighting Jared Boots Ennis. I don't know if that's a good idea. I think there's enough big fights at 140. You got T.O. there, Ryan there, Rolly Ramirez, Josh Taylor, some kid named Matias. I don't know a lot about him, but I think he's one of the belt holders. So there's some fights there for David. Now Devin and them got on, later on that night. They talked junk to Tank, but I don't know if that fight ever materializes because I know Devin's a skill, and I know Tank sees that which he fought one fight at 140, but if he went up to 140, advantage Devin. Now, of course, Devin just left 135, but he said he was killing himself to do it. So I guess at 135, advantage Tank. So they got weight classes for a reason. If I was Tank, I'd just worry about 135. If I was Devin, I'd worry about 140. And if the money get big enough, maybe they try to figure something out. But right now, Devin does have fights. So I actually think that they're trying to put him and Ryan Garcia together next, which would be interesting, based off of Ryan. It'd be an interesting fight to see. Rolly name came up, but 147. I think he needs to fight a couple of more times at 140 before he starts jumping up, especially talking about fighting Jared Ennis, or they even said Bud. I was like, man, no, that is buck nasty. And you had to watch Dave Chappelle to know who Buck Nasty is. But anyway, undercarded was a guy on there named Montel Love, who's from Ohio. Seen him about 2 years ago. He's I don't know what it is, I don't know what's in the Ohio water, but he was just like what Adrian Broner was from Ohio. Just was knocking people out, looked like, oh, it's the next big thing. And guys get a little famous and make a couple of dollars, and bro, he got knocked out this weekend. So
okay.
It's crazy. I said, man, huh? Yeah, that's what I said, man. Me and my son was watching that fight. We was like, wow, what is happening to Montel Love? I mean, that dude was beating him up until he finally knocked him out. I mean, I don't know what it is about that Ohio thing, but yeah, I think Kelly Pavlik from back in the day was from Ohio, and he came out to shoot and won a belt, and then B-Hop beat the shit out of him, and then he just fell off and didn't never.
Pavlik was the white dude, right?
He's a white guy. Yeah, call him Gray Ghost. Yeah. He was on his thing, and then B-Hop beat the crap out of him, and he never really came back from Mike. So them Ohio guys get to that point of becoming stars, and then I don't know what happens. It just doesn't work out for them. Big fights coming up. UFC this weekend. We got the main event being Kobe Covington and Leon Edwards. That Patty Pemberton guy fights Tony Ferguson. So yeah, so that could be interesting. If nothing about Tony Ferguson, he come in the fight. I mean, he's definitely not what he used to be. Patty Pemberton will have to beat him. Tony Ferguson ain't gonna come in there and lay down for him. So we'll get to see a little bit more about the Pemberton guy to see, what he is. I mean, he should beat Ferguson. Ferguson is a little, long in the tooth, as we say down south. He is old, but he's gonna come to fight. He does not. I mean, he was given until he got poked in the eye. Who was it? Holland? Was it Kevin Holland he was fighting? That he was given a decent fight or somebody, and then he got poked in the eye, and then it kind of went bad from that point. His last fight. I don't know, it might not have been Holland, but he was fighting somebody that was a ranked fighter, and he was giving him. I mean, he was in the fight, and then he got poked in the eye, and it kind of went south after that. So that's a big fight this weekend coming. I don't.
Bobby Green.
Bobby Green, yeah. So in boxing, ain't nothing big coming up this weekend. I think the next big thing will be that heavyweight tournament they're doing over in, and I think that's actually December the 23rd. They're doing over there in Saudi Arabia, which has Anthony Joshua on it. Deontay Wilder is on it. So all the big heavyweights, they're not fighting each other. Wilder's fighting Joseph Parker, who was a champion before, and Joshua's fighting a guy named Otto Wallen that gave Fury a decent fight. But it's other heavyweights on that card. I actually think the guy Bivol is on that card, which is not a heavyweight, but the guy that beat Canelo. So they put a big card together. So that'll take us out. And then I seen where they was talking PBC, which is who Tank and all of them guys fight with. I think I seen where they finally signed with Prime, and they're talking their next big first big pay-per-view with Prime. Tank, I don't think he has an opponent yet. Somebody said they're talking about the Pitbull rematch, but he's supposed to be headline their first pay-per-view. So we'll see about that. But yeah, outside of that, man, we winding the end of the year up. So like I said, that UFC this weekend, and then that big heavyweight explosion the following weekend, and then we into the new year, man. Just like that, it just flew by.
There was did you check out the fight night over the weekend or not?
No, I didn't check out fight night. I did not. Like I said, that Devin Haney fight had a couple of guys on it that I wanted to see. Some of them wasn't big names, but I did want to see them fight, so I watched that pretty much from start, and it didn't go off to. It wasn't in Vegas, but it was in California, so it didn't go off till late. So I pretty much missed anything else. Was any names headlining it?
Well, Song Yudong ended up fighting Gutierrez. Song Yudong ended up winning that one, but what's his name fought on the undercard? Smith, Lionheart. He normally does like the commentary on ESPN and shit, and he got smoked, bro. Woo! Bro, like so bad. It was like one of them things. Like it's like he was fighting against Khalil Roundtree, and Roundtree smoked, buddy.
I do think Jake Paul, I don't know the date, but I think he fights another actual boxer again. Now I don't know I've seen the name, I don't know the guy, but that may have happened before the end of the year too. I think he's supposed to fight somebody. Jake Paul's supposed to fight another fight, but whatever. But it's the only thing that brought my attention is it's supposed to be a professional fighter, so he's supposed to be fighting, but I've never heard of the guy. So anybody interested in that YouTube stuff, Jake Paul's supposed to fight again. But outside of that, man, until the next year, man, I think all the big boxing, with that 23rd, but I think it's pretty much done. We'll see what happens, next year with Shakur, Ryan, Devin, Tank. We'll see what these guys Terrence Crawford, Canelo, David Benavidez. We see what all the big names do. The guy from I think China, Inoue, I think his name is. He's a top fighter. He's supposed to fight. I think Kambosos and Lomachenko are finalizing too, if I'm not mistaken. I've not seen where they finalized, but they're talking like they're supposed to finalize too.
That's actually a good question there, Boogaloo.
Do I think MMA and boxing are oversaturated with too much exposure in so many weight classes? Chung will probably have more to say on the MMA side because I really just watch the big fights. But in boxing, what has killed boxing, I don't know if you can have enough exposure. What I think has killed boxing is the politics of boxing. Tank, I'm a Tank fan, but for Tank to say belts don't mean nothing to me, I don't care, and then just go out and kind of pick, because what belts do is make you fight mandatories, and a lot of the mandatories are legitimate fighters, good fighters. Some of them they get stroked in and put them in, and and they ain't that good. But so I think that's the biggest thing that's happened in boxing is these guys have, and this is what somebody don't understand. They said, well, Floyd did it. Floyd did it after he became money made. But when Floyd was Pretty Boy, if you go back, I think they say Floyd beat like 24 champions, 25 champions. Right now, Tank can't say that. And don't get it twisted. I'll watch him, and if it's close enough and ain't crazy expensive, go watch him live. I mean, his fights are exciting. But I mean, these guys don't, the legacy thing. That's what I'll give Devin. Devin right now at 25 years old has beaten 7 world champions. So that's one thing I'll give Devin. He is building his legacy and is starting to build money up, because I think he had over 17,000 people. I don't know what the pay-per-view numbers was, but 17,000 people in that arena. I think they sold out a Golden State Arena, but he's fighting champions. He's beat 7 champions, and Tank kind of picks. I don't want to say Tank's people, Mayweather and them guys. They kind of pick and choose who he fights, but they still, pay-per-views are sold, and he said, I think the last 5 fights he sold out his arena, so people are coming to watch. But as far as legacy, it just doesn't do it. I mean, like right now, if Tank would retire right now, it would be hard to go back and say what other than Ryan Garcia, and Ryan really was a name. He wasn't a great fighter. To go back and say who did Tank legitimately beat that was a champion or somebody. I mean, he won belts younger, but he didn't beat no name champion. He didn't fight the Lomachinkos. He's not fought them guys. So I give Devin credit for that, man. He's building, he's making legacy, and he's making money. So I'm hoping Tank, Tank is 31 years old. He probably will fight probably no more than 5, but maybe 3 or 4 times. I hope at least 2 to 3 of them are, it's the caliber of Devin or Shakur or even an older Lomachenko or whatever, something to get a name. So people, but right now people are killing him on that. He's just not. He doesn't have any legacy fights. I mean, he's won all his fights and he's knocking people out, but there's no real names behind it. So, we'll see, man. He's making his money and he's taking care of his family, so big ups to him for that. But for the true hardcore boxing fans, they definitely ting him pretty hard when it comes to going across the board and looking at his the challenges the people he's fighting. So, that's pretty much it, man. If anybody does have any questions during the rest of the show about fighting, feel free to ask, and I will get the answers for you. And outside of that, Kenny's Corner is out the door. Ding, ding.
Jake Paul's actually fighting this Friday.
Oh, this Friday. I knew it was coming up. Yeah, I knew it was coming up.
Some dude, Andre August. I never
Yeah. Supposed to be a professional. He's supposed to be a professional fighter, so we'll see.
Yeah.
What's up,
brother?
I know you sick. I know you sick after that game this weekend. He a Raider fan.
For real.
Time to jump into some NFL Week 14. Oh,
you put that up there? Yeah.
No. I mean,
I don't say that.
That's tough.
That's tough. That's a tough question. That's a tough question. I mean, even thinking that I've watched some of the younger American heavyweights, but the name is not big. Mm-hmm. I think that 130 to 168 class, which is Canelo's top of 168, 135 is tanking them, and I think everywhere Crawford and Charlo and all them guys fall in between there. They're taking up so much of the publicity right now that, I mean, when Fury fights, people watch, but I don't think it never gets back to the heyday of Tyson's, Ali's, and those guys. Heavyweight was what made the money and what people wanted to see. But I mean,
even that Fury and Ngannou fight, the pay-per-view buys was horrendous, horrible.
Well, everybody thought
they were
saying that he was just going to wash him, so they didn't think it was worth paying for. And and one thing I give you, and I've been watching boxing since I can remember. If you go back and watch 200, and they're so much bigger now, that's the other thing. But if you go out and watch, even when they got up to the Lennox Lewis's and and Riddick Bowles and Razor Ruddock, these guys still look like fighters. Like Fury, right. You can ask, but you look at Fury, you're like, he'd walk by and you probably think, man, he might be a retired basketball player, 6'9", because he looks horrible.
That body as hell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So the heavyweight just don't put in the work that he's. I mean, you'll see some of the young ones, but if you watch a heavyweight card, these guys just don't put the work in no more, man. And I just don't. I don't know if it ever come back to the heyday that it once was, because heavyweight boxing was it one time. What's going on, Bob?
Like every one of the younger up and coming dudes, like that big baby dude, that Spanish dude that was like an Olympian. None of them are like eye catching to me that make me want I can't wait to see this dude's next fight.
Yeah.
So
and that's the
let's
problem.
jump into some NFL Week 14 review.
It's crazy. Week 14.
The Bills beat the Chiefs. What y'all think about that? Hold on, let me ask y'all a question. Because you saw Buddy have his little temper tantrum, right?
Yeah.
On the sideline. And I was like, it was cool as fuck. Listen, don't get me wrong. Play was great, right? The play was great. But at the same time, like, I saw what Peyton Manning said, and I kind of agree with Peyton. Just fucking blow the whistle. He said, if you see he's offsides, just blow the play dead and call it. Why even let them play that play out? Because it's not going to count.
Yep.
So why let them play it? Blow the fucking whistle, play it dead, call it dead, and that's it. Like it's crazy to me when they do it with the defensive side too, because it's like you let this thing go, and then all of a sudden it's like they got the free play. So it's like, okay, fine.
Because they blow. It makes sense because basically what that is a false start.
Yeah,
it's the same exact thing.
And they should just call it right then and there.
You setting up. So yeah, I agree with that. That does look a whole lot.
When I saw Peyton Manning say that, I said, you know what, I like that. But at the same time, they don't. Still, these dudes having a temper tantrum about it and say, oh, they should have told him he was offside. Bro, he was way out there. When you look at it, it was like, come on.
That play right there probably changes the rule next year to where they go ahead and blow the whistle up front. You'll probably start sitting because
they should.
They should. Yeah, they'll probably just start going on and blowing the whistle up front now. So, and I think a lot of that was Patrick Mahomes. He was upset. We lost. Man, and it's going backwards and everything.
They probably don't blow it because I thought about it. I don't know, I'm just throwing this out there as a reason. If the defense picks the ball off, they can decline the penalty. That's probably why they don't blow it.
Yeah, but listen, was it entertaining? Yeah.
And then the other thing is, I keep watching. I'm sure y'all watch it too. Everybody kept saying about how you ask the referee, the side judge, if you set up or not. But I didn't hear one person say, "Hey, maybe he asked him in the first quarter, and that was his warning in the first quarter." And I'm not gonna warn you again. I haven't heard anyone say that. Like, I'm sure the last 1 minute, whatever change left, wasn't the first time he lined up and checked with the side judge. I'm sure he did it a couple times before that, but I had no one say that. Like, he probably gave him his warning already.
Well, he even said, Buddy said, Kadarius, what's his name? Kadarius Toney?
Kadarius Toney, yeah.
Yeah, he came out and said he never checked in that play. So he owned up to it. He said he didn't.
This dude, the Giants got rid of his ass. He dropped balls this year. He dropped balls last year. You gotta go. Like, you gotta go.
I heard that they're calling it way more this year than before. Also, I think they got the guy so pissed. Sometimes they feel like they got to make it up, but
yeah,
I I don't really know.
I'm just like, I don't know how you can line up right
that far
and
out.
his foot was past the football. Like, what are you looking at?
His foot was if you technically where the defensive lineman's hands were.
Yeah. He was
So
like,
he was out there.
What? I'm like, yeah, that was crazy.
And it's got to be you're just not paying attention because there's no advantage to do that. Like you're not getting advantage.
But I know Katia must have been super fired up for that.
I want them to lose.
Listen, I enjoyed it. I'm on that. I thought the game was good though, and it definitely became way more blown out of proportion than it needed to, though, because of that play. But the little crazy lateral pass and everything, I was like, what the hell? The way it worked, right?
And when Patrick Mahomes saying, "Oh, this affects Travis Kelce's legacy," what? Then go take your shots at Kadarius Toney. Then this ain't nothing to the referees. They called what was called. Period. Point blank. End of story. It's affects
exactly.
Man, that's that spoiled brat bullshit.
Exactly. I was saying the Bills guy to play before was way over, and the ref told him he was offsides.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen him look down at the ref, and the ref, But hey.
Yeah, I think as long as the ref didn't go, "Hey man, back up before I call you," that's different,
Or if they do it, if the dude is wide left and to the right, outside the numbers, they'll tell you. But if the dude is inside in the slot position, he's not gonna scream. Like, yo, back up. Like, you can't.
Exactly. And Louis, you're 100% right, because
100%
right. If it would have been the opposite way, the same way I said a couple weeks ago, how they would have called that shit against Tampa if it was, it was the opposite way around, you know what I'm saying, when the Bills were playing Tampa.
Yeah.
It's like one of them things.
To bitch to Josh Allen, like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what?
If I was Josh Allen, I would have said, "Eat a dick, bro. You get away from me and get the fuck up off here." Yeah, Dad. I agree. That's the main thing. It's making more people interested for the Chiefs, and they want the Chiefs to win a little bit more because of this bullshit. So kick rocks. I'm glad they lost. I'm glad they lost. But what about your boy Zach Wilson throwing for this is actually Boogaloo's boy right here.
Is it? Yeah. I mean, he
300 yards for the Jets win. And did you hear what he said though? He told one of the defensive players, "What are they gonna do? Bench me again?" He said, "I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna play my ass off." And what
hey, that's that. And maybe that's what he needed. Maybe
this is attitude.
Yeah, and maybe that was great, and maybe that's the approach. That's the approach he needed to take, and maybe it's the approach that he takes the rest of the season and end up being a damn Hall of Fame quarterback for somebody else. I don't think they're releasing.
Yeah, I know. Louis was all fired up for some Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, it's crazy. Is Guap got the Aaron Rodgers jersey, pre-ordered it before the season started, and ended up getting it like last week. And he was like, "Golly," he's like, "Bro," he's like, I told him, I said, "Man, you may never even get to use that jersey." But
they probably was so behind on them damn jerseys, probably.
No, I was reading. I don't remember where I read that. I think I read that on Bleacher Report where he said that.
Oh man.
But yeah, so shout out to the Jets and Zach Wilson for actually doing something in that game. Yo, and that game started off ugly as hell too. That was almost as bad as the Vikings game.
That was bad. Yeah.
That first half, when I looked up that at halftime, I saw it said no two teams have ever played that bad, where they had more punts than first downs between the two teams combined.
Bad.
Fucking crazy.
Bad.
But Joe, what about your boy Joe Flacco?
Your boy Joe Flacco, Louis.
Joe Flacco.
Here's the thing with somebody, a new quarterback coming in. Okay, they didn't plan for it, they didn't expect it. So
yeah,
exactly. He got his one day of fame. I guarantee that shit don't last. Damn it. I always say, what the F is Flacco anyway? That shit won't last.
No.
Overrated his whole damn career.
He got some spring in his leg.
Lou. Yeah. Shout out to Guapo and his New York Jets.
Once he gets a couple of hits in him, and it'll just like Joshua Dobbs, that just scream.
Bro, it's look how quickly I dropped that dude in fantasy. I was like, he did what he needed to though. When
last week, is he still the starting quarterback?
No.
Is he still the quarterback?
No, they benched him.
Yeah.
Moving on from him, just like we're gonna move on from Joe Flacco and go to these Broncos. The Chargers, one game behind the Chiefs now.
Yeah, man. They are quietly putting some shit together over there in Denver.
I don't think they'll win the division, but they'll definitely, Sean Payton put the fear in God, most of them dudes, and
you know what, man? Look at he joined them, this season and growing pains, So maybe maybe it worked out. Excuse me. But what about CJ Stroud, man? Concussed.
Man.
Game of football, baby.
Just bam. These dudes, somebody need to. I'm about to write a proposal. I'm about to go to every NFL team and teach them how to bump. That's all it is.
Tuck your chin, neighbor.
That's all it is. Tuck your chin.
Tuck your chin.
That's all it is. Don't put your wrist down and tuck your chin. That's it. This neighbor back and then wham, round his head.
That's the same shit that happened to Tua too. Remember when Tua got like whipped?
Yeah. People say, "Oh, jiu-jitsu." Like, no, you don't want to like what do you call it in jiu-jitsu? I forgot what you call it.
I don't know, guys. Broncos got a pretty damn favorable schedule, bro. This is what I was doing, looking at their schedule. Pretty damn favorable schedule. They got the Lions this weekend, which the Lions playing like shit right now. And then the following weekend they got then they got the Patriots, and then they got the Chargers again, and then their last game of the season they got the Raiders.
That is definitely a favorable.
That's pretty favorable.
Yeah.
That is pretty favorable. Let me see the Chiefs real quick. The Chiefs got the Patriots this week.
That's a winnable game.
At the Patriots, home against the Raiders, home against the Bengals, and then at the Chargers. So they all, they
both got. Yeah, they both got. Yeah,
they especially with that game with the Chargers seems a lot easier now that Justin Herbert's out.
Yeah, Herbert is gone.
Yeah, just they need to fight. I mean, don't want to lose their job, but Brandon.
It might be time to move on. It may be time to move on. This might be the perfect time, though. You know?
Just move on.
Season's over.
Now it'd be some shit if they win like 3 out of the last 4 with their backup. Then they'd probably keep his damn job. That would be some shit. But it's just time to go. It's just.
By the way, there was something else I was going to tell you about. Who the hell was it? Oh, well, I don't remember. Forget it. We'll move on. First.
Who the hell?
Oh, my God. You're a horrible person, Louis. Oh, that was what I was going to say. Did y'all see the gimmick that Katya had sent to the chat? about Bill
Yeah.
Belichick.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
yeah,
it anywhere else, but
yeah.
I'm not surprised if they do let him go or he walks away.
Smartest thing, you know. If I was him, I would just leave rather than
Yeah.
let them fire you. You know what I mean?
I think that's probably what ended up happening.
They should.
I mean, him and
Out of
Kraft go back
respect
so
for him.
far, they probably just,
Yeah. He'll probably take his
Yeah.
ass right to San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
Across the country, warm weather,
No more
young,
hoodies.
that quarterback, no more hoodies. Yeah.
No more hoodies with the grumpy
yeah,
face
got it.
on.
Yeah.
hmm
But shit. Time to jump into this next crazy talk, right?
Yeah.
Shohei the money. Show me the money. Shohei Ohtani signs the largest deal.
They show he the money. They definitely show he the money.
Now, isn't it the largest deal in American sports history, though?
Well, yeah, we don't care about
Yeah. Hey, listen, those cats in Abu Dhabi be paying.
I know, it's American sports
But
history.
10 years,
So, yeah.
700 with the Dodgers. 700 million, man.
So the way the what do you call it? Collective bargaining tax. They're only going to be taxed as if he was
CBT.
making is 46 million a year,
Which would still put him as the highest paid player right now.
which is still a high plays player, right? So what they did, so the 700 is really a 20-year deal. It's not for 10 years. It's 20 years because he's getting paid $2 million for the next 10 years, which is 20 million, and then 680 for the last 10 years. Right?
Mm.
So I've kind of backed into the deal. So my numbers are probably off, but they came out to 700 million, 680 million. So if he makes $2 million in salary for the next 10 years, right? Then in 2034, so his CBT salary is $46 million, right? So he makes $22 million in 2033, and then 44 in 2034, right? And if you add pretty much about 8% compounded interest over the next 10 years, he gets 680 million. So that's how they backed into the 46 million average annual value for the CBT tax. So in theory, it's $700 million over 20 years. It's not $70 million a year. So what he did was, which was smart, because he's getting paid like $50 million in endorsements now.
Endorsements, yeah.
Instead of paying me $46 or $50 million now for the next 10 years, give me a little piece of chump change, and then pay me the rest when I retire, or when I'm done, which was smart. So I'm gonna get paid, $500 million in endorsements, average, for the next 10 years, and then when I'm done, I'm gonna get $680 million, which is freaking smart as hell on his part.
The thing that I had read, a lot of people were complaining, saying, "Oh, that this is a Dodger gimmick," but at the same time, apparently he came up with this deal, and he offered it to every team that he met with,
right.
And the Dodgers are the ones that went with it.
Right, because two things. One, this ain't the first time they've done it. Mookie Betts has deferred payments, and Freddie Freeman, right? So that's what we'll do it because we always do it, right? And two, the other teams won't do it because, in my opinion, it's bad business. Because all you're doing is delaying the inevitable. So in 10 years, I guarantee you, the dude who owns the Dodgers now will not own them 10 years from now.
Oh no, he's going to sell off beforehand.
He's going to sell off. He's going to say, all right, this is the income I'm getting. He'll sell it to me like 5 years, right? And it's like I was getting to some, like I was telling you earlier, in some beef with some dudes on Twitter. And I'm like, picture this. I was like, go into a car dealership, go into a Benz dealership, right? And say, hey, I want to buy this $125,000 electric car, but I'm only going to pay you $250 a month for the next 10 years. And then in 10 years, when I got to turn it in, I got to keep it. And I got to pay you, I think it's $800 a month. Like, it's just bad business. Like nobody's gonna do that. All you're doing is like you in bed at night and you eat a bag of chips and you throw the bag under your bed. It's cool for a day or two, but you keep doing that shit. Eventually, you're gonna have rats, roaches, mice, and everything else. It's not. It's great for the Dodgers GM now. It's great for the owner now, right? But in 10 years, whoever the GM's going to be is going to be a shitty job. The CFO, I'm sure, is not happy about it. And whoever's going to own the Dodgers in 10 years is going to be like, fuck, I'm stuck with this money. And you know they're going to defer more people in a few years.
Like I want to know. I want to know what the deferment, like if the deferments are going to be, if they line up still with Freddie Freeman and Betts and him. Will at one point in time, if all three of them will be getting deferred money at the same time. Imagine, that'll be freaking crazy. That'll be nuts. But
crazy.
So let me offer my little take on this whole deal, Mega. He came up with this all on his own, right?
Right.
Apparently, his agent wasn't even in on it. And like we said before the show, this is a great way to have his money when he retires and goes back to Japan or move to Florida and gets zero state income tax taken out of that money, right?
Right.
Leave it to an Asian dude to know the numbers, bro. Come on now. Come on now. Tell me not. Tell me not.
Racist.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Come on. But nah, all in all, honestly, I agree with Pops. I'm so glad that the Yankees didn't do it. Listen, would I love for him to be a Yankee? Hell yes.
They wouldn't.
But at the same time, what you got to think about is this. What happens midway through the season when they think he's ready to start throwing off a mound again? His elbow pops again.
Right.
And he can never pitch. That's the luster, right? Is the ooh and ah of Shohei is he hits like a freaking
and he pitches
like
an
exactly
MVP. Right. Yeah.
He's MVP hitting wise and pitching wise, right? But if he's just hitting, and let's say you put him as a first baseman or an outfielder, is he worth $70 million a season? I don't think so. He's you know what I mean? Like that. So for me, I saw the Giants made 3 offers to him, and the last was basically but who would you rather want to go with? And the smart thing was they said the reason why he wanted to do that is he wanted whatever team he was going to build around him also, because he wants to win.
Right.
So
I get it. Yeah.
He's been stuck in Anaheim, right? With probably the second best player next to him over the last 10 years, right? That we've seen.
Yep.
And probably was going to be considered one of the generational talents. I'd still probably say Mike Trout is probably one of the top players I've ever seen. You know what I mean? His injuries have put a big, huge damper on that. But, you know, they've had these 2 of the best players that we've probably seen in the last 20 years, let's say, on the same roster and done nothing. And then instead of trading him and getting something for him, I would have traded his ass last year.
Stupid.
And got that bank and then tried to do what you can to sign him.
If you're not going to agree to a deal, then I'm trading you. That's just all there is to it. It's stupid.
Yeah, exactly. And $70 million for a DH, that's rough.
Yeah. Hell no.
Now the Braves would have been like, "I'll give you $2 million a season," and he would have said, "Deal."
But it's just like, I'm telling you, like, this is going to be, when it's all said and done, this is going to be a horrible contract. Horrible.
That would be rough, man.
It is.
Grady Sizemore was one of them dudes that you thought was going to be the future.
But,
but more MLB hot stove talk.
Here we go.
Ooh, them boys.
Dimbo, here we go. I remember that. Them boys.
Hey, listen, you can't go wrong with the deal that the Yankees made, though.
No, I'm talking about the tweet that you see the tweet that the Fox WWE account tweeted.
No.
They tweeted them boys on Saturday. Huh?
About who?
About Lashley and the Street Profits. So then everybody was up in arms because Saturday was a year like when Jay Briscoe had his match in Ring of Honor. So now everybody's like pissed off because it's like they offended Jay Briscoe. And I'm like, oh my God. Y'all gotta get a fucking life. Seriously. Like, really? So then Mark tweeted, at first he tweeted, Triple H, you need to fire whoever said that. First of all, it's a Fox account. Ain't nothing to do with WWE. I'm sure the person who tweeted it is some 22-year-old freaking college
probably
dude.
didn't even know who the
Briscoes exist. Right. I'm like, come on, y'all need to stop with this nonsense. So when you said them boys, that's what I thought you was talking about.
Yeah. No, but Yankees made a hell of a trade for Juan Soto. They kept saying how it was basically right there. They got rid of Higashioka.
Let me tell you,
and a lot of pitching depth. A lot of pitching depth.
There was no depth. Let me tell you something. One of the last great. There was just because you got a lot of pitching. No. Stop. Yeah. When was the last great Yankee pitching prospect that did something?
That did something?
Yes, in the majors.
Well, you can go off of longevity, or did their thing for a hot little. Most of the time, they don't last.
Hey, that's my point. That's my point. Brian Cashman and his team are the best at hyping up these bullshit Yankee pitching prospects because they all suck. This was the greatest trade ever by Brian Cashman. The Padres are a bunch of idiots.
Oh, listen, I agree. It was a great trade.
It's an outstanding trade.
But the thing is with the two trades that they made between Verdugo and Soto, they lost 6 people that would have potentially been 4 and 5 starters for them.
They wouldn't have been. Look at Andy Pettitte. And how long ago did he retire? Yankee pitching prospects suck.
Listen,
they suck. They didn't trade depth. They traded trash. They traded trash for a trunk of gold.
It's definitely doesn't line up.
Shout out to Brian Cashman.
It definitely doesn't. Listen, what I have made, I'll make the trade all day, like I said. But now they have to figure out what they're going to do behind Cole and Rendon. And potentially
sign Joe Montgomery, the guy who they shouldn't have traded 2 years ago, never was. Dumbass.
That's the big thing, though. You know what I mean? Like, now they're going to have to pay Montgomery what people are talking about, 22 to 24 million a year.
It's crazy. He's 30 years old and lefty, and he's decent.
But on some teams, right, Montgomery are looking to sign him. Their teams are looking to sign Montgomery as a 2 or 3. For the Yankees, he's a 4. You know what I'm saying? And we know he's a 4 because we've had him.
Right.
You know, and that's the big thing. Like, so now they need, and you know they're gonna get injuries. So now they got Cole. Unless they can pull out Yamamoto or Snell. Oh, listen, I think, but either I don't want Snell. I don't want Snell, but I feel like if they lose out on Yamamoto, they're gonna probably go to Snell. And Snell's injury history is horrible.
Yeah.
And then if you got Snell, Rodon, what's his name? Nasty Nestor, who's been now hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and they're talking about bringing back Frankie Montas because he's affordable and he's going to be looking for a low contract to try and build himself back up.
Yeah.
There's not a lot, man. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, I think the Cardinals made the smart move jumping on Sonny Gray early. because once Yamamoto signs, people are talking about him getting $300 million now. So if he gets 300, what's Snell gonna want? Snell's the Cy Young.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Crazy.
One like Boston, seeing they were.
But Orioles signed Craig Kimbrell. That's great for them.
Yeah,
they need pitching. They always need pitching. Kimbrell's a solid closer. He's been there, done that. He knows how to win. I like it.
Yeah,
but like this next deal, this dude here, 80 and 20 million a year for Eduardo Rodriguez.
Yeah,
and the dude didn't even want to play at one point.
I'm out of here in Detroit. I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out. I'm not dealing with this mess.
You know what I mean? So it's like, now you got. How about if he does the same thing again? Crazy. And if he's getting 20 million, and to me, he's a 5. He ain't a 2 or 3.
No, he might be a 4. Yeah,
4. He's a 4 or 5.
100%. Montgomery's getting 25 a year. You can take that to the bank.
And if you give him 25, what do you give fucking Snell? You know what I mean? Like, if Snell just is like, I want to see what Montgomery gets.
Yeah, it's
because if it's crazy.
It's crazy.
The Reds signed Candelario, 3 years, 45.
So this one, I don't know if you follow the Reds much, but this didn't make any sense to me unless they're going to trade somebody, because he's a third baseman who can play infield. But the infield is set.
Yeah, that's
already got 2 infielders before. So I guess they're working on a trade with somebody. But this didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah,
whatever.
But speaking of crazy deals that don't make sense, 3 years, 45 million.
Yeah, for this dude.
Bro, pitching is like crazy. It's crazy what pitchers are gonna get paid. And
it's crazy.
Like seeing Lugo get 15 a year for 3. 15 a year for 3 is crazy to me, because when you think about that, the money, like I was saying, even Frankie Montas, I feel like, can get 12 to 15 now. Yeah. And they were saying he was probably going to get 8.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, he's done. They're still paying him though.
They said I'm bringing him back.
Yeah,
he's done. That's crazy. Nuts.
But the Giants signed the Korean outfielder Jung-Hoo Lee. I
mean, it's
6 years, 113.
Yeah,
I don't know. I apparently he's a power hitter.
He's not.
He's not? He's not. Really? I thought everybody was hyping up the power that he was talking about.
No.
Oh, okay. Good.
He can hit, but I'm about to be racist for a minute. Sorry.
Yeah.
Koreans just really aren't that good at the plate. They're good pitchers, but at the plate, a lot of hype. They don't produce a lot.
If you look at them, right, there's a lot of the Asian players that have been brought out have not produced when it comes to hitting.
Yeah, the Koreans
but when you look at the pitchers, even Japanese wise, right, I think the only really shitty one was Keigawa.
Oh God, dude! At the time, I said this dude is trash. This is the worst deal ever made. At this time, they did like this,
but they were hyping him up so much.
Sucked. This guy is horrible.
Yeah, he sucked.
Horrible. At the day he did, I'm like, mistake. This dude is garbage.
He's
trash. Keigawa.
Who, Louis, is? You're talking about the Korean player? But yeah, all in all, man, I see there's still a couple free agents out there. I'm interested to see where Bellinger's gonna go. Apparently his asking price is crazy. So You can't blame them though, right? There's no hitters on the market. There's no hitters at all, which is why they were saying that the Yankees were so the Padres were happy to take Higashioka because there was zero catching depth.
No catchers. Yeah.
And Higgy's a good catcher and he can hit for power when he does make contact.
He does it. Yeah.
But on to your boy.
Yes, sir.
The Lakers and LeBron James.
Yes, sir.
To me, I'm gonna tell you what this reminds me of, though.
Mm-hmm.
This is the equivalent of winning during the bubble. The Dodgers winning during the bubble.
No.
You know what I'm saying? This is what that is. Bro, come on. You care about this? Do you really care about this?
Listen, though. Listen. Explain what winning does the bubble. What winning during the bubble means. Explain that.
Yeah.
Nobody cared about it. It's like the Dodgers winning the World Series during that.
So you're telling me, so what you're telling me, all those other teams that played in the playoffs, none of them tried to win. They just said,
no.
We don't.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, it's always going to be one of those things where people are like, It was
we were doing one of those type of things during our fucking history in the country, and we was in a pandemic. So you have no control over that.
I hear you.
You have control over that.
But the fact of the matter is,
we went through the pandemic just like the sports world went through the pandemic. So yes, it was change. It was different,
and nobody cared though. Like
everybody, yes, people cared because if a team had never
people that like that team,
because if a team had never won the championship, they would say we got a championship.
But what I'm saying is, the Dodgers won that year, right? What did everybody say? Does that matter? What did everybody say? They won during the COVID.
It doesn't matter what everybody says. Where we was at this time in our lives.
You guys care because LeBron and you're gonna give him his
See, here's the stupid shit you're saying. I'm going to almost agree with what you're saying. That in-season tournament is not a great big deal to me because it is what it is. It's, they came up with a format trying to make it, and they did make it interesting. They made it interesting with what they did. But do you have a case somewhere where you say you won the inaugural in-season tournament? Is it the same thing as winning the damn NBA Finals? Hell no. But it was a tournament that they implemented in the season, and they won it. So, yes, it's a big deal in that sense because every team had a chance to win it. Just like the bubble, every team had a chance to win it. Okay, so are you going to tell me, my thing is, were they more professional to say, okay, let's get up for this and kick ass? Does that make them more professional than the rest of the other teams? Because everybody had a chance. So you can't, like I said, I'm not going to harp on like.
It's one of those things. It's going to be something that nobody cares about in the long run.
That's the wrong way to put that. That's the wrong way to put that.
Hold on. Okay, let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. If the Charlotte Hornets would have won, they're not even the Hornets anymore. Are they the Hornets?
They're the Hornets.
Whatever. Yeah. If the Charlotte Hornets would have won this tournament, would everybody be like, "Oh my God, the Charlotte Hornets are gonna be the greatest"? And that's my point.
Oh my God!
People care is because it was LeBron and the Lakers.
Oh my God! Is about LeBron. That's two different things. The tournament and LeBron is two different things. It's two different scenarios. What people are going crazy over is a 38-year-old is doing what he's doing. He didn't defeat Father Time, so I hate when they keep. Oh, he defeat. No, he's not. What he's done is because he was professional and he took care of his body all of these years and spent the money to take care of his body. He's prolonging his top 5 status at 38 years old in the league. But you cannot. This tournament was not LeBron's idea. This is nothing he came up with. The NBA implemented a tournament during the season. And it's a little wacky because He's had other games that didn't count while the tournament was going on. So, yes, it's a little wacky with the tournament, but everybody had the same exact chance to win. Can you fault them because they took it upon him, took it on themselves to go to the next level and bust ass and win the tournament? No. So it ain't.
Now let me ask you this,
because people going to do what you do. You're going to say because LeBron won, it don't mean shit. No, that's not you. That's because you hate LeBron.
Yeah.
There you go, Scott. Give them credit for wanting it. It was a tournament they implemented. Give them credit for being professional, saying we're going to win it. But you hate LeBron so much you can't separate the two.
Listen, I told you, I think he's great. That's fine. I just don't think he's the GOAT. But my point in
that's great.
And my point in this is if the Lakers lose the rest of the season, what does this matter? They don't win anything else. What does it matter?
For who? For who?
I'll be able to say
for who?
The inaugural in-season tournament, but
they won an in-season tournament, and
was it matter for who?
No, I'm saying in general for regular fans.
People have because so for the NBA it matters because there was a lot of viewership
because it gets no matter what they're going to get their viewership anyway. They're going to get. Come on, bro.
It was proven during this that the numbers prove that this was a success. This was a success. Go ahead, Mick. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Good no matter what.
What I'm saying is they're going to isolate these games.
Bullshit.
And for example, sell it to Amazon. All these players, all the tournament entrants are going to Amazon, so they're going to get increase in revenue. And their main purpose was this is to make the regular season games count. That's why part of the tournament were regular season games. So there was a victory. So that in that case, it matters. And it matters to some players because we're going to get, for the guys who are on the 13th or 15th in the roster, you get $500,000.
Yeah, they get some extra money.
It matters to everybody. Does the championship matter? Maybe to LeBron because he's the first one, but it was a success. It was a crazy idea that was successful all the way around. There was nothing bad about it. They're gonna auction the jerseys off. They got different color courts to make it a different look and feel. So next year, when they offer that package to somebody besides Disney, Amazon, for example, or YouTube, they're going to get paid, and the players are going to get more money. So yes, it matters. It absolutely matters from a business standpoint. 100%.
Yep.
Okay.
But it was like I said, it was interesting to say the least. Like we just said, what it showed the Lakers in the whole. And when you got somebody like LeBron who's 38, who's been and done what he's done, of course he's going to grab those other guys in the locker room and say, "Yo, let's play." Yeah.
And that's what LeBron
to where you got a team like the Pelicans with young talent that just laid a damn egg. Didn't even go out there and compete. Did 40-point loss. That's crazy. Yeah, exactly, Scott. The first team to win it. LeBron can say he's the first person to get MVP for the knock. All that is history now. It's going down in history.
Just extra gimmicks to try and make him a GOAT for you guys.
I mean, the GOAT is always. I mean, here's the thing about the whole GOAT thing. It's opinionated. There's nothing.
No,
there's nothing.
Listen, I like to bust. I like to bust y'all neighbors' balls. But
Stephen A. said LeBron, what he's doing now, no other player in the history has done it, and no other player probably will do it. But it doesn't matter what LeBron does. Jordan would always be my GOAT. That's his opinion. That's what you got. Some people like that. LeBron could go and win his next way it looks, maybe 3 or 4 more years. Right. And win title. You're still gonna have people say, but Michael Jordan won 6 in a row, 3, and then took a break, and then 3. He never lost the series. He never lost this. So it's going to be certain people that's always going to say why somebody's the GOAT to them.
Yep.
Of course.
That's and I'm always say Michael Jordan ain't win shit without Scottie Pippen. And that's
no doubt.
Can you name? Oh, wait. We left it.
Yeah, it's name. Yeah.
It was name. She had put it back in there. 4 NFL teams that wear red helmets.
Yes.
I mean, it's different phases. The red Cardinals wear red.
Yeah. Do you
I know it's the Texans, the Falcons, Falcons.
No, the Cardinals, ain't that a red or is that a burgundy? Arizona.
They're white and black.
I thought they had a helmet where they put their head. Well, okay, maybe not. Redskins is the burgundy. Well, Commanders, what the hell we are.
The Chiefs.
Yeah, I guess it is a red.
Chiefs, Texans, Falcons, and Chiefs, Texans, Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
They're white. They're red.
Now 49ers were gold. So
yeah, they go. Yeah, I don't know
why Tampa wears pewter.
I don't know why I thought the Chiefs had a helmet that was red. I don't know why.
Who the fuck else? No, because the Patriots don't wear red, right?
Bills? I don't think none of their helmets are red.
Bills are normally white.
Bills, they're alternate helmets red.
Okay.
Yes, Bills. Yes, Bills.
Well, Carmelo, let us know if we were correct. Bills,
Chiefs, Falcons,
Texans. Yeah. She's like, I don't know. I was just messing with y'all, neighbors.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
throw y'all off.
Somebody asked me, they said they give me $100 if I can answer it.
But LSU's QB Jaden Daniels wins Heisman Trophy.
This is. I think this was the most.
When did they do it?
Saturday, this past weekend. I think it's the most under. I can't even think of the word. I don't want to diss the dude or the
undeserving,
just unpublicized. Like
yeah,
coming into and I think the main reason is because coming into the season, everybody thought Caleb Williams from USC was going to win it, and he just tailed off. So I'm sure he's going to stay in another year.
And then it looked like the dude from Washington was pulling up the rear fast. Yeah.
Right. So it's just like, this dude had good numbers, which he did, but it's just like this isn't really who we wanted, but he's deserving. So all right, let's just give it to him. And Caleb Williams will play next year, and hopefully he'll have a great senior year, and he'll win it next year. Yeah, on the wrong season. It was, yeah. The Commandos.
Commanders wear red? I feel like that's more burgundy.
Burgundy, yeah.
That's a burgundy gimmick.
The Bills' alternate is red.
Yeah,
but their alternate helmet is red.
Oh, I don't know. Whatever.
I'm looking at a gimmick now.
Yeah, I don't really know. I feel like even
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, she's probably trying to get us out of the LeBron talk. Hey, everybody has different opinions. I've never been one of those that think everybody should like LeBron because I like LeBron. It is what it is. I just like if you're gonna talk junk, just make sure it's facts.
Listen,
it's facts.
But like you don't have to like it. That's the thing. Yeah, you don't have to like it.
Almost everybody I know that watches baseball says that COVID year where the Dodgers got a championship was the biggest bullshit championship.
Why? Just
because it was.
Except if they would have won. Except if they would have won it. or their team would have won. Like I said, you can't change what happened. That's where we was at that point in our life. The Dodgers didn't do it. The Lakers didn't do it. It was happening. So they tried to entertain us and keep sports going, and they so happened to win it.
Yep. And what people don't realize is we as regular people, right, we were confined to our homes, right? And I don't care what anybody says. If you didn't have a mental issue during the pandemic, then you're damn lying.
Everybody got a form of PTSD from
Everybody had issues, right? So what do you think, like, the players had to go through? They didn't have their regular schedule. They didn't have a regular routine. They couldn't be around their families. It was that much harder for them. So it wasn't easier. It was just different. And again, everybody played under the same rules.
Yeah.
So what we expect now? So is Aaron Judge the home run leader because he didn't play 154 games?
Well,
is everybody who won the World Series is bullshit? Because
he wasn't the home run leader that year. That was Luke Voigt.
Who has the most home run records? What?
Luke Voigt was the home run leader that year.
No, I'm saying Aaron Judge last year hit 62 home runs.
Oh, okay.
But he didn't do it in 154 games. So should that not count? That's my point. Or every guys with these postseason records, like who is that? Like the most hits or home runs? I know Bernie had something.
But somebody just did. Altuve just
right. So I'm sure all the old timers are like, well, this is bullshit because when I played back in the 50s and 60s,
there was 5 games.
was just was 5 games, and it was just the winner of the National League versus the winner of the American League. So everything changes. So it's not right to say, oh, the Dodgers championship was bullshit because they played 65 games, and the Lakers is bullshit because they played in one building. Like everybody's under the same rules, and nobody considers the same team that right.
Make it make sense.
I'm just telling y'all all the stuff that I always see about how the bubble things are like
bullshit.
Okay.
It's bullshit. And like Senior Neighbor said, everybody had the same rules. And if it was their team that won, they would have a different opinion.
Sure. Okay. Next. Recap.
So Thursday, the Patriots, the Steelers. Y'all neighbors took the Steelers, and the neighborette. I took the Patriots. Sunday night, Eagles at the Cowboys. Fuck. Us neighbors picked the Cowboys. Picked the Eagles.
Exactly, man.
Out there picked the Cowboys. Let me tell you something.
Eagles are pretenders, bro.
Word.
The Eagles
starting to look that
way. Yeah, I'm a little red, Pops. Get a little fired up. Monday night, last night, the Titans and the Dolphins. We all took the Dolphins, and another one. Crazy. Like they just. I don't care if Tyreek Hill was hurt or not. I don't know how you lose to the Titans. Better yet,
lost the last 3 minutes. They just quit. The defense forgot how to play football the last 3 minutes of the game.
Some more pretenders. I'm sorry, it just is. You can't.
The Dolphins and the Eagles, I think, are the biggest pretenders right now.
I've never been big on the Dolphins the whole year. They could go out there and score points when Tyreek did his thing, but I've never been big on them the whole year anyway.
And to keep it 100. You stupid.
Oh, shit.
They haven't played anybody either. I think their only victory against a 500 team was like the Broncos, and that's because they're over 500 now. Like they haven't. When they go against a good team, they lose.
Yeah.
So And I never bought it the Dolphins either. Ever since they lost that game to the Ravens last year, I'm like, this is ridiculous. When the Ravens came back and scored whatever they did, like this is ridiculous. Another game, Packers and the Giants. Me and Chauncey picked the Giants. Katya and CNA picked the Packers.
Bro, that game ended crazy. The two games last night ended crazy, which I enjoyed.
Both of them games crazy.
I enjoyed it. It was fun.
I don't know why they just didn't have one game start at 6 o'clock and the other start at 8:30. Like, why do two at the same time?
So dumb. So dumb.
And then upset game, Chauncey picked the Broncos. That they fucking destroyed. Who the fuck they played? It's a Chargers.
Damn, Chauncey made some damn leeway this weekend.
Katya picked the Bears. Justin Fields looked good. I picked the Jaguars. They lost to the Browns by 1 because they got 3. And then peace out, brother.
Safe, bro.
Save Louis. And then Kenny picked the Raiders. They gave up 3. I mean, they were getting 3, but the Vikings beat them by 3, so that's a push. So for the week, senior neighbor.
3-0.
No,
unreal.
Senior neighbor was on 4.
Yeah.
And the rest of us were 2 and 3. Senior neighbor still in the lead, 29 and 26. I'm 27 and 29. Katya is 19 and 30, and Chauncey is 19 and 33. Chauncey?
Well, no upsets this week. We're just doing Saturday games. Right?
I mean, if Chauncey wants to do an upset, I'll do upset too.
Now, I don't care. I mean, I didn't know. I thought when we did that.
There is, what is that, 5 games then, if we do with the upsets?
Yeah, I guess. Let me see. Yeah, there's still some games to do upsets. There's enough games to do upsets.
There's all but one is over 3 points.
Yeah.
All right, so Thursday night, we got the Justin Herbert-less Chargers at Chalmers, Las Vegas Raiders, with the Raiders giving the Chargers 3 points.
Yes, they are.
Who
was hurt for the Raiders? What happened? I mean, I didn't watch the game. Was anybody hurt or something?
Nah, they just
go with
what do you call it? The rookie quarterback. They just can't score. They just and they probably just want the season to be over.
for real.
So Katya sent in her picks, everybody. So Katya picked the Chargers, and I'm gonna take the Chargers.
Yo, the Raiders are so bad, bro.
They're bad.
I feel like I'm gonna have to go Chargers just for the simple fact that I feel like they can at least play a good defensive game and probably win, you know? So, yeah, I'm going Chargers.
Chargers, okay. Chauncey going with the Chargers. And just as an FYI, they're the Chargers starting quarterback. They drafted him in 2019. His name is Easton Stick.
What?
13 for 24, 179 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
Easton Stick.
That's
Chargers.
Hey, they still have what's his name? The running back, Eckler. Yeah, they still got Eckler. They still got some weapons. I'm gonna go with them.
Much as I wanted to go with the Raiders.
Raiders bad.
Yeah,
They're so bad.
I'm gonna roll with y'all on that Chargers too.
They're bad.
Bro, Devontae Adams has to hate his life.
Dude, yeah,
I'm right.
That dude's gotta hate life right now. But
this week is the start of the Saturday game. So the first one on the slate, the Vikings at the Cincinnati Bengals. You know where I'm going. And
I'm gonna roll with you on that Bengals thing on that. I can't believe in the Vikings.
The Vikings are done. Toast.
Toast.
I'm Bengal. I'm
The-
Bengaling.
the- You see the hit that Justin Jefferson took?
No.
Dude, he was trying to kind of ran a slant route, and Josh Dobbs threw the ball like 3 feet over his head. He jumped and was mad exposed and got drilled in the side. Drilled.
That's rough.
I'm like, he's done. You're done. All right, the next game, 4:30, Steelers at the Colts. The Colts are giving the Steelers 2.5 points. Katia took the Steelers. I am taking the Colts.
I believe in
Mike Tomlin.
give me the Steelers.
Thinking they were picking the Steelers.
Man. Yeah, give me Steelers.
Right. And then Saturday night we got the Broncos at the Lions. The Lions are giving the Broncos 5 points. Katia took the Broncos.
I'm with Katia. I'm taking the Broncos.
The Broncos been hot, man.
Yeah. I mean, the Lions for 2 or 3 games look like world beaters, but here lately. Golf, man. I'm just not a fan of golf.
Chauncey, you taking the Broncos?
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Lions. I think Dan
got to try and gain it up, right? Fuck it.
I think he's going to put his foot in somebody's ass, and they're going to be scared to lose. And Russell Wilson will throw a pick. That's what I'm banking on. Sunday night, the Ravens at the Jaguars. The Jaguars are getting 3.5.
Ravens all day.
Ravens at the Jaguars. The way the freaking Jaguars played.
I didn't get her pick. Let's see what she picked. Where is Katia? Katia picked the Ravens. Damn, Ravens look good. The Ravens look good. Jaguars at home.
Yeah, that don't mean shit. I'm going Ravens.
Going Ravens. Yeah. Going Ravens.
I can't trust Jacksonville after that fucking game this past week, and the fact that what's his name may not be 100% still. You know, Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, yeah.
You got
he's listed as playing, but we know he's not 100%.
I think the Jags are another pretender. You know.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think earlier on in the year they looked good until that San Francisco mud hole stomping.
Yeah. Monday night, we got the Eagles. This would be interesting. We got the Eagles at the Seahawks. The Seahawks are getting 4.
I'm only going to take the Eagles because they're and I don't trust them. I wouldn't doubt if the Seahawks beat them, but I'm going to take them because at this point their season is on the line. These last 4 games, their season is on the line. So if they were to stand up, these last 4 games is when they could come back. So this game will tell me a lot about the Eagles, but this week I'll take them.
Yeah,
I'm taking the Eagles too. I want that same sentiment.
Yeah, I feel like they gotta.
They gotta win.
Starts now. Yeah.
They have a softer schedule than the Cowboys. They're both 10-3. I think San Francisco wins out and gets top seed over there in the East. But this Them and Cowboys are tied, and this is like their only like semi-hard game. I think in this one they got the Giants twice and somebody else that's not rough. Like I think they got the Giants twice, and then they got
the Giants next week. Then they got the Cardinals. Then the Giants again.
And then the Giants is the last game. So, and Dallas got Buffalo, Miami, us. We know, sorry as we are, rivalry games can be crazy. Yep. So they definitely hold their destiny. So I think that if they don't come out and win this week, then they're pretty much in trouble. So I got to give them like full effort. They played their hardest. Just looked like shit this weekend, but I just think they know, like, yo, if we're going to ride this ship, this is the week to start.
We got to do it this week. Yep. Chauncey.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna ride with them Eagles.
Ride the Eagles. All right. Upset game. See your neighbor.
Well, I can't pick first. Oh, I'll go through them. Okay, so
He was like, wait, what?
I'm still winning. I know I had a city, but I'm still winning. Chiefs are at the Patriots. They're giving the Patriots 9.5. Jets are at Miami. Miami's giving them 8.5. Chicago is at Cleveland. Cleveland is giving Chicago 3. Giants are at New Orleans. New Orleans are giving them 6. Atlanta is at Carolina. They're giving Carolina 3. Tampa Bay is in Green Bay. They're giving Tampa Bay 3.5. 49ers are at Arizona. They're giving them 13.5. Washington is in LA. Rams, where the Redskins are getting 6.5. And that is it. Even though it's interesting, but we can't pick it, is Dallas. It's in Buffalo, and Buffalo is giving Dallas 2.5.
That's interesting, yeah.
Yeah, but we can't pick that one. But
yeah.
they're giving that.
Give me those Giants.
You would take the 6 versus the Saints with the Giants. What did Katya say?
She takes the Jets.
Jets on the other one, didn't she? Because she said Jets or the Giants.
Jets on the Giants too, yeah. So Giants are getting 6, right? See your neighbor?
Yeah, Giants are getting 6 against the let me find it again. Yes, they're getting 6 against the Saints.
And what do you got the Jets getting?
8.5. 8.5. Yep.
I am. Wow. I really want to take the Commandos, but I just can't do it. Sorry.
That's my fucking team not taking the Commandos.
I'm torn between the Bears and the Cardinals. You know what?
13.5 is a lot.
I'm taking the Cardinals at 13. I'm gonna hope that Kyler Murray thinks this is his Super Bowl, and I'm gonna take.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that. I'm going to take that Bears game.
Yeah, Bears getting
Bears
3, right?
Getting 3 in Cleveland. I just don't believe Joe Flacco is another 300 weekend guy.
Nope, and that's what I'll think the same thing. All right, so recap. Chargers at Raiders. We all picked the Chargers. Raiders are getting 3. Vikings at Bengals. Vikings are getting 3.5. We all took the Bengals. Steelers at the Colts. The Steelers are getting 2.5. Y'all picked the Steelers. I picked the Colts. Broncos at the Lions. The Broncos are getting 5. Thanks, Pops.
Love you.
Y'all took the Broncos. I took the Lions. Ravens at the Jaguars. Jaguars are getting 3.5. We all took the Ravens. Eagles at the Seahawks. Seahawks are getting 4. We all took the Eagles. And the upset game, Chauncey picked the Giants, getting 6. Kata picked the Jets, getting 8.5. Kenny picked the Bears, getting 3. And I picked the Cardinals, getting 13.5. And I will put this in the chat right now.
Yeah. Shit. On that note, gentlemen, it is late.
Sir. Late.
Yes, we have went for a minute.
It is late. But yeah, man, this is what we do, guys.
I thought we were going to get in Soto. I'm sure you're happy. I thought Kate was going to start. I thought Carmelate was going to start getting in on the Juan Soto stuff, but she didn't. I was kind of disappointed.
Hey,
but
one
we'll be
year
back
of him is worth everything.
We'll be back next week when Yamamoto signs with the Dodgers.
Yeah, that'll probably happen this weekend, right?
Yeah. And then the Yankees give Blake Snell $30 million a year.
Probably. Believe it. And you know, Snell and Judge are like really close, so I wouldn't be surprised on that. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised on that.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
on that note,
it's not the worst thing, to be honest with you.
No, listen, especially to fill in, but he doesn't pitch deep in games either, though. He normally only goes 6.
Yeah, but I mean, what starter goes deep now, anyways?
Yeah,
overall, generally speaking. So
yeah, he normally goes 5 to 6 and doesn't really go past that. So that's a tough one, because especially if Rodon can't go long, or one of these bullpen or one of these 5th starters, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, all in all, thank y'all all for tuning in. As always, we greatly appreciate y'all. And well,
Scotty,
gonna be
the comedian Louis the comedian.
We got 2 more shows before the end of the year. So hey, this is the
year, man.
Rolling.
Yeah, damn.
Yep. And
just
5
like
more.
that.
5 more will be our 100th episode. 5 more episodes.
Ooh,
Yeah,
100th. I like it. But all in all, thank y'all all again for tuning in.
You come up with a gimmick for our 100th episode. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, yeah.
We will see y'all next Tuesday.
Yep. Peace.
Peace.